Let us never tolerate outrageous conspiracy theories.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society. It's so secret we can't talk about it.
Illuminati, a secret society do exist. Illuminati,
Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep behind me.
Create 9/11, which is another lie. Do 9/11, then you're fighting a war on terror, and now all of a sudden you go into Iraq, which was another lie, and now they're going to do Iran.
This is one time. Forget the conspiracy. Listen to our government agencies. These guys are telling the truth. You know, there's no conspiracy here, folks. Just get your damn vaccine.
See, in my line of work, you got to keep repeating things over and over and over again for the truth to sink in, to kind of catapult the propaganda,
Get your damn vaccine.
Urgent investigation has been launched after a 14-year-old girl died shortly after being given a cervical cancer vaccine at her school in Coventry. Natalie Morton died in hospital after getting the HPV-1 severin.
The whole agenda is to create a one-world government.
We need global governance, global financial governance, and we need it fast.
Where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them.
What if your credit card, driver's license, even your medical records were hidden under your skin?
Are voluntarily being barcoded. The number stored within a tiny glass chip the size of a grain of rice and surgically implanted just under the skin.
All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And you have nothing. You can't buy food. You can't do anything. It's total control of the people.
Zeig mir mal die Hand. Kannst du Mami sagen, sie soll dir einen Chip machen, gell? Ciao!
Τον τελευταίο καιρό όμως κάνει όλο και πιο συχνά την εμφάνισή της μία άλλη μέθοδος πληρωμής, για την οποία ο πελάτης χρησιμοποιεί κάτι που μπορεί να έχει πάντα πρόχειρο, το χέρι του.
And if anybody wants to protest what we do or violate what we want, we just turn off the chip.
And so they want a one world government controlled by them, everybody being chipped, all your money in those chips, and they control the chips and they control people, and you become a slave, you become a serf.
It is the world that has been put before your eyes to blind you from the truth. That you are a slave here. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell, taste, or touch.
Opinion about U.S. food and U.S. farms being put under the control of the Departments of Homeland Security and Defense, as is said to happen in this bill. In the bill, it says that they want to do this in the event of contamination. Talk to me about what you think about this.
Getting utterly ridiculous when you can't even grow your own food.
I think it's pretty interesting. We've diseases that are much more prevalent over the last 10 years, things like autism, ADHD, new forms of cancer. They're blaming these on everything else, from vaccinations to air pollution, but not a lot of people seem to be pointing their finger at GMOs. Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, these large businesses, these agricultural corporations, they lobby Congress, and what else could be more natural about growing your own food?
Certainly a scary thought, too, to think that all of this genetically modified organisms are in 70%, such a high number. George Heminger, founder of Survive and Thrive TV.
Where everybody has an RFID chip implanted, you know?
It says the Earth would be better off if 90% of the human population was wiped out.
Kissinger recommended that IMF and World Bank loans be given on condition that nations initiate aggressive population control programs, such as sterilization. Eugenicists were bold enough to admit their real goal was not improving the heredity of the commoner, but to further dumb them down so that they could be more manageable.
We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here. You're beginning to think that the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You eat like the tube. You raise your children like the tube. You even think like the tube. This is...
People who have been yelling, oh, the UN's going to take over global conspiracy theories. They've been crazy, but now they're right. Yeah.
I realized that they really did know how to make earthquakes, and they do it by shooting a billion-watt microwave into the ionosphere, which is the part of the atmosphere that has a lot of energy in it. that pushes the ionosphere up into outer space, and then it rebounds. And the way it rebounds can cause earthquakes. In my blog, that there would be videos of lights found above China before the earthquake, and those videos then appeared on the internet after I predicted they would. If we find out that the tsunami in Indonesia was caused by them, and there's a good chance because the earthquakes seem to be politically timed. They asked the Indonesian government to open the Straits of Malacca and to join in the fight against terrorism, and they refused. What happened? There was a tsunami, and suddenly they cooperated.
Boom, he said. The houses were swept away. Everybody ran. Houses were just taken by the water. Those people standing around here just vanished.
Imagine prisoners that have spent their entire lives chained deep inside a cave. They have been chained so that they cannot see behind themselves. And they are forced to stare endlessly at the cave wall in front of them. Behind them a fire is burning. Between the prisoners and the fire is a raised walkway. Imagine that each day a menagerie of objects crosses the walkway. Animals. People carrying their wares to market. Their shapes create an intricate shadow play on the wall in front of the prisoners.
And I said, how are you going to convince people that this war is real? He said, but the media. The media can convince everybody it's real. I mean, you know, it's just that you keep talking about things. You keep saying it over and over and over again, and eventually people believe it.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real.
I don't know what quote you're referring to. I'm not aware of any quote like that. Listen, I am a happy member of the Bohemian Grove. I like the folks.
As you say, the Bohemian Club, that's where all those rich Republicans go up and stand naked against redwood trees, right? I've never been to the Bohemian Club, but you ought to go. It'd be good for you. Get some fresh air.
Thank thee for thy adjuration.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal.
I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
You know, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander.